Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Ravens going up against the Condors.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and our home team. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll put Fuller in motion right. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Buying time to... And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit near the 42. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now back to throw. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback. Nothing on that one. It'll be second.
Because they're also used to catch and they miss. But we've seen it so many times. In this case, though.
Detroit! Detroit! Hey, check 24. Gun!
Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Be ready, be ready. Over. Back to the NFL. Detroit. Watch it now, Barney. Slam.
And that'll set them back 5.
Check.
Third down, 15 yards still needed.
Gun. Watch it now, Barney. Set. Detroit. All right, now, look at 56. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Gun. Check. All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Check.
Back to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. This is Derrick Henry. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Back to the NFL. Here we go.
Back to throw here. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Here we go now. Gun. Set. Landed.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second down now after the pass completion.
Set. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. C.J. Mosley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Third and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They've got his man complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Over. Detroit.
Now a handoff looking right. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Check three. 3 down.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going for the deep ball. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Check. Detroit. Here we go now.
They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And the Ravens taking the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Goes underneath for Henry. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Henry running right. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So that'll back him up 5.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. He'll drop to throw. And he's got Bennett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, a 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bennett. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Fowler in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. To throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. They'll look to throw. Got him in. It's Brashon Perriman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards remaining here on second down.
Let's go. 3-19.
Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it. Reception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Take it at the 37. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. It's Myers. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And he motions the wide receiver. Again, it's Henry. And some room to roam now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Again to Henry. Room to run again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Second down following the run.
Let's go.
Derrick Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They go play action here on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Now let's go. Blue, landing. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
To throw now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. And Myers has it over the middle. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Henry. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it again with Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a third down. Time running out here on the play clock. And incomplete here on third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Detroit! Green 39! Green 39! Gun! Check.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever.
All right, now look at 56.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
He wasn't ready.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Now let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The 20. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Set. 319. 319. Over.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Miles Jack in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Boom, land it.
Shift together here from the D-line.
No. Jack, Patriot. Leopard. Gun.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's go. 3-19. Gun.
Looking to throw, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Miles Jack in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This from 44 yards away. And his kick here is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll run with Henry. Runs over it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, land it. Blue, land it. Over.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Henry out of the pistol. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Here we go now.
Running left, it's Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop?
All right, here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Marquette King now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took the snap, he counted in his head for certain routes.
Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further